16 barrels remains the modern benchmark. Hoover traveled to Grossinger's in the Catskills at the age 17 to begin his competitive career. He often practiced on Chautauqua Lake and on the open-air rink at Roseland Park whenever he was able to get away with it. Jamestown city fathers feared that Hoover would fall and sue the municipality. Many of the barrel jumpers of the time landed on their backs or belly flop. That didn't appeal to Hoover, who recalled, "I had to land on my feet or I wouldn't jump." His repertoire included also jumping through fire hoops. Orrie Hoover is pictured here in an exhibition at Roseland Park on Jamestown's northwest side off Flavanna Avenue, about 1944. Orrie Hoover, Jr.
I think Orrie Hoover, I think of barrel jumping, and I remember seeing you up at Allen Park. Because I remember you putting on exhibitions up at Allen Park when I was a kid. That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago when I was a kid, too.
How did Orrie Hoover get started in something that you could literally kill yourself?
I don't know. It was by accident. I started jumping park benches first.
Park benches?
And I had a couple of accidents with them. And that was things I want to forget about.
Well, I mean, somebody must have, was it on a dare? They said, Orrie Hoover, see if you can jump over something?
No, I just made up my mind I wanted to jump and see if I could jump them. So I jumped them. Then after that, a fellow by the name of George Croyer from Buffalo came into Jamestown. And he started putting on barrel jumping exhibitions. So I figured if he could do it, I could do it. I started, that's the way I got started.
Well, I saw a picture over here and a poster that talks about Allen Park, and there's George Croyer.
Yeah.
So he was sort of your mentor? Did he
right.
teach? Yeah.
He didn't teach me, I just watched him.
Right.
Figured I'd do what he did.
Right.
And tried it. It worked.
Now, you talk about jumping barrels. I mean, I remember the big, longer barrels, but in the picture out there they got kind of the shorter barrels. Explain what a barrel is.
The official jump barrel that we jumped for official were 22 inches in diameter.
Right.
And I jumped 15 of them.
Which was a record.
It was the world record. I tied it. And the day after that I tied the world record, it was broken by a fellow by the name of Terry Brown. I was in Grossinger's up in the Catskills.
What year would that have been?
I think it was 46 or 47. I'm not quite sure. And he jumped and landed flat on his back. And I just could not do that to my body. I couldn't make myself do that.
So that was part of the technique, of course, was not only your sole goal was to get over the barrel.
Right.
And how you landed was, you weren't getting any points for landing.
I had to land on my feet or I wouldn't make the jump.
Right.
Unless it was an accident. But I mean, other than that, I landed on my feet. And they'd give you 3 practice jumps. And I jumped alongside of the barrel to make sure I could clear them. And then when I seen I could clear them, then I would take for the barrel.
How many chances did you get?
3.
3 chances.
3 chances. And then whatever your next jump was a jump that you qualified for.
Did you start off at in a normal? Tell me about a competition.
That was competition.
That was it.
Yeah.
Would you start at Would you start at a number like 8 barrels and then work your way up, or?
No, they'd get up 10, 12 barrels when they started.
And then you could say, I want to jump it or pass.
You'd get a practice to see if you want to jump. And if you didn't want to jump, then you didn't take it. But I seen I could jump the 15, and I went for it, and I made it.
What'd you feel like?
Felt like I was flying.
I bet.
It's 27 and a half feet. quite a distance.
Now, where did you do that? Where did that occur?
It was in Grosinger, up in the Catskills.
Now, was that part of a national tournament, or what was the event?
That was it. It was world stuff. And the fellow that took me up is when they were talking about earlier was Charlie Jacobson. And he would coach me on a lot of stuff. He was a very, very, very good man, very nice man. A lot of fun.
Now, how long did you competitively barrel jump?
3 years.
3 years? Did your body at some point say, wow, forget this?
No, I just give it up the competition part.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just went jumping exhibitions.
Mm-hmm.
And Charlie's brother, Elmer, was president of Empire Structural Steel in Syracuse. And he got me out there. And it was a summer show. The place was packed. It was in the Onondaga War Memorial in Syracuse. And it was quite a thing for me to get out and start jumping. It was in August, after being laid up all the summer long, you know, and not being skating, then get out and start to skate. It was different, but it was fun. And he took me from there to a place called Drumlin. That's halfway between Rochester and Syracuse. And I put on an exhibition in there, in between the shows that I was doing in Syracuse. That was fun.
When did you stop doing exhibitions?
I think I was 52 years old when I quit.
God bless you.
But I didn't do no long distance jumps. I just did short ones.
Anybody ever take any movies of you?
A lot of them.
Are there?
And I've got one now that I'm trying to get somebody to put it on videotape for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I had some hoops I made.
Mm-hmm.
They revolved. There was one set inside of the other one. One turned clockwise, the other one turned counterclockwise, and they looked like an egg beater. And to make it a little more difficult, they were on fire. Yeah, that was fun.
And you have that on film?
Oh, yes.
All right, we're talking about this afterwards. I bet we have a way that we can get it onto a VHS for you.
Good.
Is it on just an 8mm?
Yeah.
Talk about that'd be great. So what was your highlight? That nationals, the fifth of getting the world championship?
Right.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Were there lots of competitions, Orrie?
At the time, there was probably 25 fellas that was jumping.
Mm-hmm.
And now, since Grosinger's closed, there hasn't been any that I know of, any competition anywhere. But that was one beautiful place.
Now, aside from Grossinger's, where did you compete? And was there events in Erie or Buffalo? Was there
No,
a circuit?
no. Just there.
Just there.
Just there. And the rest of my skating was all exhibition.
Right. This is terrific.
It was fun.
Today, as you sit there, are you feeling any aches and pains from all of that?
No,
Barrel
not
jumping?
really. Not really.
I should have asked all your people that.
I have knee replacement done, but that was, I mean, my sisters had them done, and she never jumped the barrel. My father, both knees were stiffened, and he never jumped the barrel, so I don't blame it on the barrel jumping.
I'm amazed. How about park benches?
Yeah. Yeah, they got me.
Yeah, tell me about your worst fall. You must
Park bench.
Park bench?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the worst fall. That was rough. I don't talk about that anymore.
We talk about the successes.
That was That was the roughest one.
Orrie, you know, we've been talking about speed skates. Were yours for barrel jumping a different size? Were they longer?
Same thing.
Is that right?
Same identical
Speed
skate. Only mine, the blades were not welded. Most speed skates are spot welded. Mine were riveted. Because the spot welds would break them right out.
Right.
You're landing pretty tough when you land.
Oh, yeah. Wow, this has been terrific. The evil Knievel of Jamestown here.
I just wish we had had something like this back when I was a kid.
Does anybody have any questions for Orrie?
How far before you got to the first barrel, how many feet or yards did you have to build up speed?
Probably 16 inches. Oh, build up speed?
Yeah. From the
Sometimes
start,
you'd make 2 laps.
2 laps, okay.
And you do the last one at a real whip.
Uh-huh.
And then you'd come into the barrel and jump.
I got a question.
Sure.
Orrie, did you jump through a hoop with fire around it?
Yeah.
I think you said that.
Right.
Was that at Roseland, Lakewood, or where was that?
I've done that
Elm
all
Park.
over. I've done it all over. Done it in Canada and all over in northern United States, I guess.
What about the time that you were jumping barrels and you were out doing an exhibition and you just happened to clip the top barrel and did a somersault? You want to tell them that?
Charlie Jacobson, he peeled me out for that. I was going to do a jump over a pyramid of barrels. I had 2 barrels and another barrel on top. I was on a small rink and it was down in Little Valley. And when I come into the barrel, I was going to jump and do a half turn and land backwards. And when I jumped, I hit the top barrel. And it was going to throw me on my back of my head. So I kicked my feet and I done a kip and I done a backflip. So I done a half turn and a backflip and landed on my feet. Everybody clapped when they see me do that jump again. Needless to say, Charlie come out, and he really peeled me out good. And he told me, no more of that.
Did you jump over anything that, other than park benches and barrels?
I jumped over an automobile, and they have that. And I have 3 different fellows I know have that. And I have been trying to get that picture so I can get a copy of it. I jumped over an old 88, and that was in about 58, 59, somewhere around there.